Good morning, subscribers. Good morning. This is a story I got for you this morning that's not really easy to do because some people lost their lives in Atlanta today. But what I want to talk about is the Asian outcry and what has happened here. First of all, we have a white massacre in Atlanta who killed 6 Asians. He shot 8 people at 5 o'clock today in Atlanta, but the 6 were Asians. And let's talk about this. So the reason this is it's not a good thing anytime any massacre or whatever happens, but the reason it's so interesting is because Asians been in an outcry about violence toward them, right? But we noticed in the black community, the woke black people, that Asians was trying to shift this to black people. Now, I talked about that in one of my other talks, that black people are killing Asians. Now, white people have been committing crimes against Asians as well, but they wasn't talking about that. They wasn't talking about that. They was pitting black people because a few black guys were lastly pushing Asians down, or some kind of homeless person or mental health person, and it was starting to look like they targeting our community. Actually, they were. So we as people wasn't conceding to that because black people not killing Asians, but they were targeting us and looking for some legislative support, policy support from the president, and he's giving them something for this, and hopefully they will get to see that you cannot pin this situation on black people. Because I knew in the beginning, black people are not killing Asians. It's just so happened that people are attacking them, but not black people necessarily. Not black people necessarily. But I do know Asians did attack black people. And for years, the black people were harmed by Asians. So there's a news story that I want you to hear. And I'm going to give you the name of the person. The person who shot 6 Asians in Atlanta today is named Robert Aaron Long, an Asian massage parlor shooting. It almost say Asian massacre, but they calling this guy a massacre. And I'll just let you hear the little. Anyway, for the copyrights, this is infringing. I want to say that this is a public news channel. I would like to use it for as a media material, but this is a public news, and I desire to use it. So anywhere, I listen to what it's saying here.
Who is Robert Aaron Long? Asian massage parlor shooting? What is a pit maneuver? Where is Woodstock, Georgia? Robert Aaron Long, 21 years old, was identified as a suspect in the shooting of multiple people in Woodstock, Cherokee County, near Atlanta, Georgia. He was taken into custody following a police chase. Multiple people were killed at 3 massage parlors. All but one of the people killed were women, and 6 of them were Asians. Pursuing police officers used a pit maneuver pursuit intervention tactic to stop Long's vehicle. The pit maneuver or pursuit intervention technique is a pursuit tactic by which a pursuing car can force a fleeing car to turn sideways abruptly, causing the driver to...
So they had to chase this guy. And I want you to see the picture. This is him. You can pull it up. They had to chase this guy. Now, how many people understand that this is a white man? He's still alive. They chased him. They apprehended him, the suspect. But they had to chase him down after a massacre. He's still alive. A black person right now be chased down and just killed 6 people. Do you think he'll have his life right now? That's not what they do. Black people can't even run from the police. You get chased down. You either gonna beat almost to death or killed. And this is what happens here. This is clearly in our faces, and we need people who are in authority to bring this to the discussion. But they're acting like they don't want to talk about that. And if you're looking for the story, a lot of times you don't see the fact that they don't first say that they said 6 people, 8 people, well, 8 people lost their lives. They don't first say this Asians. They say 8 people. One time they said it on the news, and then they went back to saying 8 people. And here, I had to look through several news stories to see that it is Asians. And he went to one second here, and I'm going to play this for you as well. one of the topics here. Listen to this one.
That breaking news comes from Atlanta. 8 people are dead after shootings at 3 massage parlors. The suspect caught after a chase in South Georgia tonight. Authorities in Metro Atlanta are trying to see if the 3 scenes are connected.
Yeah, they happened about 5 o'clock this afternoon. These spa murders are about 350 miles north of Jacksonville. 2 spas across the street from each other in Atlanta, then one north in Woodstock, Georgia. That's Cherokee County. Joy Purdy's joining us in the newsroom with the latest on this breaking news. Joy, the one...
Okay, they're going to talk about it. So they're trying to see if they're in connection with each other. Now, he went to 3 places. They were all spa shops. Yes, they're in connection with each other. And they were all Asians. So is this the Asian massacre? But you say black people harming Asians. I just want to clear some stuff up here.
Suspect caught just a few hours ago.
Yes, Kent Mary, he is 21-year-old Robert Long of Woodstock, arrested after that chase in South Georgia in Crisp County. That's 150 miles south of Atlanta. Take a look at these photos taken by surveillance cameras at the Young's Asian Massage Parlor. This is in Woodstock, where the Cherokee County Sheriff's Office said 4 women were found dead. 1 person was hurt from a shooting there. Around 8:30 tonight, Long was captured after a chase. Investigators are looking into whether he is linked to the Atlanta spa killings at Gold Spa on Piedmont Road and Aromatherapy Spa, which is right across the street from that. 3 were found dead inside Gold Spa, 1 inside Aromatherapy. Atlanta Police Chief Rodney Bryant commented about the victims tonight.
Right now, it appears that all victims are female.
Okay, and race?
It appears that they may be Asian.
Now, did you hear the black man?
Say whether the women...
Now, they asked this black man the race because they understand what happened. Everybody understand right away because Asians have been making noise and trying to gain policy or accusing black people after they know everybody was attacking them. And very little black people. And this black man gonna sit up here and act like he can't say it. Do you see how we act? He don't have to take up for them or anybody. There was a white boy and they shot Asians, but the black man was like, they had to ask him the race. They're pretty Asians. Because he realized that, it burns me up when I see this. The black, let me play this for you one more time.
Investigators are looking into whether he is linked to the Atlanta spa killings at Gold Spa on Piedmont Road and Aromatherapy Spa, which is right across the street after a... This is in Woodstock, where the Cherokee County Sheriff's Office said 4 women were found dead. 1 person was hurt from a shooting there. Around 8:30 tonight, Long was captured after a chase. Investigators are looking into whether he is linked to the Atlanta spa killings at Gold Spa on Piedmont Road and Aromatherapy Spa, which is right across the street from that. 3 were found dead inside Gold Spa, 1 inside Aromatherapy. Atlanta Police Chief Rodney Bryant commented about the victims tonight.
Right now, it appears that all victims are female.
Okay, and race?
It appears that they may be Asian.
Now, police did not say whether the women were...
If I was that black police officer, I don't know if he's politically astute or what is going on and what the Asian outcry is trying to target black people for their, hardship. Unfortunately, I don't want to see nobody get hurt, but I don't want to be targeted as a community. I'm not hurting Asians. And when everything was fine, Asians were hurting black people. I'm not trying to say it's right for anybody to kill anybody, but you're not going to target us and to get policy when white people are hurting you as well. That's just what I'm saying. No, as a community, I don't want to concede to that. And as a black chief of police officer, he could have just said, these are all Asians, 4 Asian female, 6 Asian women. They had to ask him. And thank you, Vicky Diller, because you gotta taught me how to look at things and listen to them when they're talking. Precisely. He was acting like, no, I would have took great, strength in letting the public know. Because black people, we as a community, we don't deserve to be targeted. As our whole community, it's 40-something million of us here. And you have about, 5 or 6 black people harming Asians, or maybe even a little bit more. But we're not the only group that was involved with that. And I see people, talking about Asians being harmed and they had an outcry, they're trying to get policy. and stuff handed to them. Now, they may need a protection, but we as black people also. And according to what happened to us, but you're not going to frame black people for this heinous act when we're not the ones committing it. Black people not harming Asians, but you're seeing for yourself what happened today. See, let me tell you something. What you do, what happens in the dark, and when you try to say something, it will all come to a light. Okay? So thank you for joining me. That's all I want to discuss right now. Thank you so much for joining me. This man is still alive. He didn't get shot and killed for being chased or making the police angry. All of that should be discussed with people that are in authority so that they know what's going on and actually implement according to the actions of the American people. But they're not doing that because we'll fall in favor somewhere. And they're going to have to, because we're going to make enough noise and break this stuff down so that people can understand you can't stop targeting black people for things that are just happening. No, look at it the correct way. This man went to 3 different places. 3 different places were the same thing. Asian spas. Were they in connection? Of course they were. They were all spas and all Asians. That's what the news story asked. Were they all in connection? Yes, they were. And the journalist understood what she was saying because I can tell by her voice. But anyway, thank you for joining me.